What's up, folks? This is Norm from the Board Game Museum, and today I'm going to be reviewing and showing you how to play the board game Megiddo. Now, Megiddo is an abstract style game, and the idea of the game is you're going to be trying to either get 6 of your stones in a row on the board, or you're going to try to capture 6 of your opponent's stones. So let's go ahead and check it out. So right over here you have your board, and then each player is going to be receiving 36 stones that you're going to be placing on the board. Now, the object of the game is one of 2 ways to win. One way you'll be able to win is if you're able to get 6 stones in a row, either vertically like this, on a circle over here, or on a radial, which basically means you're going to go and skip these different lines. So you'll have one here, and then you'll go over here, and then you'll go over here, etc. So what you're going to do in the game is the first player is going to go ahead and just place a stone anywhere, like so. And then the second player will go ahead and also do the same thing. And again, you're going to be trying to get 6 in a row. Now, another way you can win is if you're able to capture 6 of your opponent's stones. Let's just say I place this stone over here. The way a capture works is you're simply going to have to place a stone in between 2 of your opponent's stones on a path like this. If I were to do something like that, I would go ahead and capture both of these stones, and I will go ahead and replace both of those stones with my stones. And then play will go ahead and continue. Now, if I were in a situation like red was over here and red placed one over here, this would not constitute a capture. The capture has to be initiated by the player who is playing on the edges over here. Now, another thing a player can do on their turn is they can move a stone. And moving a stone, you're just simply going to go ahead and move it from one track to another like this. If you're able to get 6 stones, say I had something like this, this is going to be called a Megiddo, and this is going to go ahead and end the round, and then you're going to go ahead and score the points. Also, if a person ended up capturing 6 of the stones, like I had mentioned, if you end up getting a Megiddo, a lot of times what can happen is that you can get multiple Megiddos in this game. Now, if you end up winning by capturing 6 stones, this is going to be called an Armada. So what you're going to do is you're going to just go ahead and score the points. If you end up getting a Megiddo, that's going to score 6 points. Any additional Megiddos that you end up getting, that's going to be 12 points each. And if you end up winning by capture, you're going to count 1 point per stone that you have captured. You may end up having what is called a patara or a patera, and this is just if you end up with nobody winning. In that case, you'll just simply go ahead and count the stones that you've captured, and then you'll go ahead and do a reset. But anyway, you'll just keep playing and going through these different rounds until somebody has reached or surpassed 36 points, and whoever is the first person to do that will win the game. So this is an abstract game that reminds me of games that from way back, like games like Go, vintage games like Penty, things like that. These are games where you're going to be trying to get a certain amount of stones in a row or in an area, and you're trying to capture them. This game reminds me a lot of that, but the real trick with this game are those swirls. You have to really watch for those swirls because you can get taken out without even knowing it with those swirls. But there have been times too where I would be playing a stone and then I would end up getting my stones captured. At the beginning, it's easy because you don't have that many stones, but as the board starts to fill up with stones, it becomes much more of a brain burner. Trying to scan to see what your opponent is doing, those captures can really make the difference. And I really like the fact that you can have multiple captures happen, because if you capture some stones and then you replace your stones, you may end up getting another capture, and then it can just kind of combine from there. I like that. That's a very cool feature of this game. Anybody who likes abstract games, I would definitely recommend this game. It was very enjoyable for me. All right, guys, that's my review of Megiddo. We'll see you. Keep on gaming. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Subscribe and like.
And comment. And
click and
share.
Share.
And have fun. Have a lot of fun. That's what you gotta do.